So I have a CAD drawing and I'm using the polylines of the facilities building, and when I look at the source I see that it's undefined, so there's no coordinate system for this CAD building, so I'm going to have to georeference it. And I am using the world base map from Esri, and so I'm going to kind of come into Lane Campus here. I'm going to pause this while I'm doing that part. Hold on. I don't know where pause went. Well, I can't find pause, so I'm not going to pause it. All right. Okay, so here we are. All right, so there's the building, and this base map has a projected coordinate system of Mercator Auxiliary. So that's the coordinate system I'm going to give this CAD file when I'm done. So I'm going to say fit to display, and that CAD file gets put into the area, and I can use some of the tools here to get it in the approximate location, and then I'm going to go from that corner to that corner, and from this corner to this corner, and I'll auto adjust that, and it should get pretty close, and then I might use the spin again to whoops, moved it the wrong way, to spin it, and then I can shift it back. So this would probably take a little bit of playing with to get the file lined up where you want it to be. It's still a little big, so we can use the scale bar, and whoops, I don't want to mess with that too much. And I might have gone the wrong way on the scale bar. That's pretty good. Okay. So I don't want to spend time niggling with this thing. So let's say you get this lined up really well. This is still not projected, so a couple things you need to do. First, we're going to export this to another CAD feature. So if I export it to another CAD feature, I'm going to put it in a different file. So and go ahead and say export that. And this new CAD feature comes in, so here's my second one, and this one comes in at the location that I georeferenced the first one. So I'm going to remove that first one, and so this is the CAD file that I just georeferenced and then exported. If I look at this, let me go back to polyline again. If I look at the polyline, it still doesn't have a projection. It's still undefined, and this is where I'm going to fix that. So I'm going to open up Art Catalog, and here's the one I just did. I'm going to go to Properties, and it says an unknown coordinate system. So here's where I can set this. Now I can only set this because I have georeferenced this file to this in this projection. If I set this first and then tried to georeference this, it won't work. So what I'm doing is I'm just naming what is the reference system that I use to put this projection where it needs to be. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove this again, or not. Okay, so when I add it back, So I'm going to add that polyline. If I look at this, it now is a projected feature. So once I get this CAD projected, then I can export it as a feature to Polygon, and it will be a projected feature. If I try to project it before, and this is the problem that we had in class. So I'm going to point to this. I didn't build a geodatabase for this, so I'm going to leave it here for now. I'm going to call it building 7. Okay. And what I get is the features that were closed lines that could be converted to polygons are now polygons in this feature class. It has a projection, and this acts like any other ArcGIS data. So we're going to have to come back at some point and add a couple fields that would give it maybe a building number, and maybe even a building feature name. So there may be something we need to do, some other data fields. There's probably a way to import data fields, but I haven't figured that out yet. So then I think it would be just a matter of selecting the features we want, and then we can symbolize them differently. Okay, so you're really close to doing this. I think it'll work great.